All right, so this Shabbos we read Parshas Hachodesh. Parshas Hachodesh, we have a number of mitzvahs that are mentioned, mitzvahs that are involved in us preparing ourselves for Pesach. But the first mitzvah we have in Parshas Hachodesh is the mitzvah of Kiddush HaChodesh, of sanctifying the new moon, the new month. The pasuk says that when Bezdin has testimony to come to tell them that the new moon has appeared, so they go out, Mekudesh, they sanctify the new month, and they establish that as the first day of the month. That's Kiddush HaChodesh. Now, we know that obviously nothing is a coincidence. That mitzvah of Kiddush HaChodesh, of Kiddush Levana, that was the first mitzvah given to us as a people. It's the first mitzvah given to us as a people. And so if that's the first thing given to us, it must be very significant. So the question is, what is the significance for that mitzvah for us today? We understand how it's significant to Bezdin in terms of establishing a calendar, but for us individually, what does that mitzvah mean for us? So Rav Kook used to explain the following thing. He said that there are two different types of tshuva. There's two different types of experiences that propel a Jew forward. There's what he called tshuva pisaimis, sudden tshuva. What's sudden tshuva? Sudden tshuva is sometimes without warning, or because of certain experiences. A person hears something, a person meets someone, and they just get this huge inspiration to completely change their lives altogether. That in one foul swoop, they're a completely new person. And that's sudden tshuva. They suddenly, sometimes without warning, change from who they were to become someone completely new. It's unbelievable. And then you have something else, which is called tshuva dargos, methodical tshuva, slow and methodical tshuva, which is the person's not overhauling their entire life. They're not changing who they are completely. They're not changing their lifestyle. Small, methodical, little step. They wake up in the morning and say, you know what? I want to improve a little bit in this area, and they improve little by little. And so Rav Kook said, if you think about it, between the two of them, which one would we vote for? You know what I mean? If we had to pick which type of tshuva to experience, we would probably all love to have the first type of tshuva, the sudden tshuva. That's inspirational, it's amazing, it's exciting, it's it's a flash of lightning, you know? But none of us would necessarily vote for the methodical, step-by-step tshuva that's not as exciting. You don't feel that you've really changed at all. You're changing some of your activities here and there, piece by piece, but you still ultimately feel like you're the same person. Said Rav Kook that when you compare these two types of tshuvas, they can be compared to the sun versus the moon. When the sun comes out, what does the sun do? It completely banishes all darkness. It's a different world. 10 minutes ago, it was a world of dark, and now it's a world full of light. That's, metaphorically speaking, connected to this concept of tshuva b'saimis, sudden tshuva, where the person has a complete overhaul of their entire life. The sun has shone in their life spiritually. It's a new world. That's beautiful. What's a moon? When the moon comes out, when the moon rises, when the moon shines, it doesn't get rid of the nighttime. It's still the nighttime. It's still dark. What does the moon do? It makes the darkness a little bit less. It brings a little bit of light into the darkness. That's what the moon does. And so each and every one of us would say, yeah, the moon is very nice, but it's not a big deal. But the sun, that's what we want. The Rebbeinu Shalom has a mitzvah called Kiddush Levana, Kiddush HaChodesh. What's Kiddush HaChodesh? Kiddush HaChodesh is for the Jewish people, for the Jewish person to say that I am not going to underestimate the significance of a small little improvement that I can muster up. That's Kiddush HaChodesh. Kiddush HaChodesh says that when you have the new moon, which is only even a sliver, it's a tiny, small improvement, a little bit of something to banish a little bit of darkness. Don't poo-poo that. Don't disregard that. Mekudesh. Bezdin goes out and says, that's holy. That's the Kiddush HaChodesh. The mitzvah of Kiddush HaChodesh, what we're reminding ourselves of this Shabbos, is not to underestimate the significance and the value of little improvements. Even if it's an improvement that doesn't get rid of the darkness of a person's life. A little bit of light. A sliver, even a moon, but it's a sliver of a moon. Even that, Mekudesh. That's the chizuk we have to take away in this Shabbos as we prepare ourselves for Pesach, for redemption. And we're all waiting for the big redemption, for the sun to come, to get rid of all exile. We have to realize not to underappreciate the small little redemptions that Hashem shows us each and every day. Little improvements, little signs of Hashem's love, little signs of Hashem's attention, little signs of Hashem's connection to us. Those moments, we have to look at them and say, Mekudesh, holy, holy. That's what we have to say. That's the mitzvah of Kiddush HaChodesh. So Hashem should help, we should come into Shabbos with Menuchas HaNefesh, Menuchas HaGuf, and both individually and collectively see the redemption of our people. V'yas Kol Tzedek, Meher V'Yimeinu. Amen.
Thank you, Hashem. Thank